What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from sneakerfiles.com, recapping the news. And like always, we got some things to talk about. But first, shout out to all you guys. Like always, greatly appreciate the love you guys have been showing. I wanted to upload a video on Thursday, but there just wasn't enough news. And honestly, there wasn't even enough news for today. But I put some things together, and the outcome, I believe, is some pretty good releases coming soon in this video. Now, before we jump into things, just a quick few highlights from the video is we have a new photo of the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6 collaboration, as well as the Air Jordan 1 UNC releasing in men's sizing, and a mock-up of the Air Jordan 1 Low Court Purple that I told you guys about maybe 3 weeks ago. As well, more information on that shoe. But without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Reebok is bringing back the Alien Fighter Bishop, which is to celebrate Ridley Scott's film Alien that released in 1979. Now, this marks the 40th anniversary of the film. However, this pair wasn't worn until the sequel, which took place in 1986, known as Aliens, and worn by Lance Bishop. So there is a few changes here. For example, we have a Velcro strap instead of the original laces. As far as the release date goes, they drop on April 26th, which is known as Alien Day, and they will be available at select sites like Foot District. Retail price is set at $180. Converse nowadays is best known for their lifestyle releases, but they are getting back into the basketball performance market after being out of it for almost a decade. Dropping during May is the All-Star Pro BB. Now, reading a bit from the press release, the upper is constructed using a single layer of Nike Quad Fit mesh, which is like the modern canvas, and provides exceptional lockdown by distributing the load of the foot and mitigating friction. The drop-in Nike React foam core that is lightweight, durable, and responsive, allowing for quick cuts, smooth liftoff, and sustained play. The cupsole configuration of the drop-in Nike React foam midsole and the shoe's outsole, which was engineered for containment cut after cut. The design interprets some of the most iconic Converse DNA elements. Paying homage to the Chuck Taylor All-Star, a minimalistic All-Star patch is featured on the medial side. The star chevron logo appears on the lateral side as a reminder of another Converse basketball icon, the Weapon. So for the Converse All-Star Pro BB, there isn't a set release date, but they will release during May, and retail price is $140. Adidas Basketball and Marvel have announced that they joined forces to create a limited edition Heroes Among Us collection led by 5 new footwear designs. Basketball players like superheroes have alter egos. Just as superheroes don masks, players don uniforms, and each athlete represents a different power and skill. Inspired by the Marvel superheroes that captivate fans both in the comics and on the big screen, Adidas has iconized some of basketball's mightiest heroes, players who motivate fans and athletes both on and off the court. The result is a collection that pairs the unique ability of NBA and WNBA athlete James Harden, Damian Lillard, Candace Parker, John Wall, and Tracy McGrady. Now, specifically in the collection, we have the Harden Volume 3 Iron Man, Dame 5 Black Panther, the Provision Captain Marvel, Next Level Captain America, Tracy McGrady's T-Mac 1 for Nick Fury. Now, what wasn't part of the collection, at least not showcased in the press release, is the Adidas Marquee Boost for Thor. Now, I don't know which player this represents, it didn't really say, but they're coming as well. Now, the entire collection will release at select Adidas basketball retailers on April 26th. Retail price for the Marquee Boost Thor is $130. The Harden Volume 3 Iron Man will cost you $140 as well. The Next Level Captain America will retail at $180. And the T-Mac 1 Nick Fury will cost $160. Now, I don't have a retail price for the Provision, but that should become available very soon. Nike is also bringing back the Nike Air Max Uptempo 95. This time it'll feature Blue Fury. Now the specific colorway is white, Blue Fury, and Canyon Gold. Featuring white across the upper, Blue Fury lands on the patent leather overlays. As you can see, we have the signature large Air running down the sides, and just below it, we got a semi-large swoosh. Now finishing the look is gold that's placed on the swoosh located on the midsole and within the Air Max unit. So as of now, we know that this pair will release overseas on April 25th. Currently, a stateside release is unknown, but this pair should drop around the same time. Retail price will be $150. I'm not sure if you guys know, but Derek Fisher wore this pair, but in white and yellow or white and gold. And if you're a fan of that shoe, good news is that they are also returning this year, but that pair should be available this summer. Yesterday, the San Antonio Spurs took on the Denver Nuggets for Game 3 of the NBA playoffs. And during that game, DeMar DeRozan was seen wearing one of the upcoming colorways of the undefeated Nike Kobe 4 Procho collaboration. Now, before we get to the shoes that he had on feet, the 3 colorways that are confirmed to release comes in black and multicolor, Cell in multicolor, and Team Orange and multicolor. Now, all 3 are set to release sometime in August. Now, as you can see, this pair features teal and orange, so more than likely it's not on the list. This might be something that pops up later on as far as the color description, release date, things like that. Also, I went over these photos, looked at them pretty close, and the odd thing of all this is I don't see any undefeated branding. Now, these aren't the best pictures, are not super up close and detailed. I mean, there are a few, but it just shows like the lateral side and then the tongue and toe. But apparently this is one of the upcoming undefeated Nike Kobe 4 Procho releases. I don't know when this pair is going to drop. If I had to guess, it would be in August with the other 3. Like always, once there's more information, definitely will make sure to update you. On to Jordan Brand, and we have an upcoming Jordan Apex React, and this will drop sometime during summer. I'll get to more on that in a second. But the pair shown features a Beal Beige, Light Cream, Cell, University Red, Reflect Silver, and white color combination. Now that does seem like a lot of colors on one shoe, but it obviously goes together nicely if you're a fan of the model. And looking a bit closer, we have a mixture of cream and beige across the upper. Following, we have red accents, which lands on the tongue and heel pull tab, as well as a little bit on the sides. Then we have speckled laces, and I almost forgot to mention, they are constructed with Flyknit across the upper. Last but not least, we have white across the midsole, which features React cushioning, and the same shade is used on the rubber outsole. So as far as a release date goes, we don't have a set one, dropping sometime this summer, and retail price will be $190. There's a few pairs of shoes and information on shoes that leaked maybe a week or so ago. This, of course, took place during the time I wasn't making videos, so I wanted to touch on those shoes, showcase them to you guys, as well as give you that additional information, just in case you may have missed out. First up is the Air Jordan 7, known as Topaz Mist. Now, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this is part of a pack that also features the Air Jordan 1 Mid and the Air Jordan 1 Low. Now, this is also a Great School exclusive. They come dressed in white, Topaz Mist, Ember Glow, and Gem Red. Using white leather across the upper, we have light blue and red detailing throughout, and what stands out the most is the unique design that runs around the ankle collar. They're also expected to come with red and light blue laces. So as for a release date, this pair is dropping May 18th, and retail price will be $140. Quick update on the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG being called Panda. Now, originally they were set to release this month. I believe the release date was originally scheduled for April 26th. However, that has changed. Now, this is a bit of older news, so if you already know this, I'm glad you guys have been keeping up, but if not, they drop on May 10th. Retail price will be $160. Also, this pair is releasing in women's sizing. There's been a lot of rumors going around on the Air Jordan 1 Shattered Backboard 3.0. The latest being, once again, that this pair will feature patent leather. Now, this rumor started up again about a week ago, and it came from a reliable source. He goes by Mr. Unloved Ones on Instagram, Twitter, and other social media accounts. I've talked to him many times. He's actually a really good guy, but he announced that his sources told him that the Air Jordan 1 Shattered Backboard 3.0 would release with patent leather. Now, I've heard from a few sources, some I personally know and some I've just seen them around and know they're in the know of things, and they've stated that the shoes will feature leather. I can't 100% confirm if it's going to have patent leather or if it's just going to be leather. Personally, I'm going to go ahead and still believe that they're going to release with leather, just due to the fact of the things I was told and from what I've seen from others that, like I said, are in the know. Now, anything can change. It's Jordan Brand. They could switch things up at any moment. They've done it before. But another interesting thing, and this is kind of, I guess, the nerdy part of the whole sneaker world stuff, but as most of you guys know, each shoe has a unique product number, and this product number is 555088-028. And Soul Heat on Feet, who's another very reputable individual, said on Twitter, haven't seen patent on a 555088 style code since 2013. So I did some digging on some past patent leather releases of the Air Jordan 1, and he's right. It doesn't seem like there's many that I could find in recent years that have that style code and feature patent leather. To sum this up, because I don't want to add more confusion, I'm still leaning towards leather and not patent leather. I know a lot of people will be upset, but everything you can take away from this is that the Photoshop used, they're expected to look just like this, which will include cell on the midsole and outsole. We have new images of the Air Jordan 1, I guess you can call it the men's UNC. As some of you may remember, around All-Star Weekend, Jordan Brand released the UNC patent Air Jordan 1, which was a women's exclusive. To follow that up, we now have a men's release, which comes dressed in Cell, Obsidian, and University Blue. This pair does look very similar to the UNC Air Jordan 1 that released around All-Star Weekend. There is some differences. Obviously, the color location is switched, and the biggest one is the lack of patent leather. Now, going over the shoes, they feature Obsidian around the toe that also runs up the eyelets, laces, lands on the swoosh, collar, and liner. Then we have University Blue that wraps the heel and the collar overlay. Other than that, we have white across the midsole, on the panels, tongue, and on top of the toe, and then Obsidian used once again on the outsole. Overall, a clean, straightforward release in my opinion. I'm really feeling this shoe, and they're going to drop on August 17th. So we got a while to wait until they release, and the retail price will be $160. Here is another pair I was supposed to leak to you guys a while ago. This is another exclusive, and I've talked about it before briefly, but we're gonna go over it a little bit more in depth. Now, this is the Air Jordan 1 Low Court Purple. Now, they resemble the Court Purple Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG that dropped, I believe, last year, and they'll feature purple across the toe, around the heel and ankle, as well as the outsole. And then we got black running down the eye stays, around the toe, on the swoosh and tongue. Now, one thing is, this shoe will not feature Nike Air on the tongue, but it'll have a Jumpman logo. I know some people don't like that. I'm personally a fan of this color combination. I really like it a lot, so to me, I don't mind it. Now, this is a Photoshop. Big thanks to Jays Are Dead on Instagram. He created this for me. I've seen the shoe, so it'll look just like this. Now, as far as materials used, I can't 100% guarantee that it'll be all leather. Most of the shoe will be leather, but I'm not positive on this. It almost looks like a nubuck is used around the toe, but it's hard to tell. Now, there isn't a set release date for this pair. They're expected to drop sometime this fall or even the holiday season, and the retail price will be $110. Last but not least, we have one new image of the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6 Cactus Jack, and since it's only one image and it's kind of going the rounds as far as news goes, I'm going to throw in a few others that have leaked. Also, from this preview image, you can see that we have the Air Jordan 1 collaboration sitting right on top of it, and that looks like a kid size. That would be cool if those released, but probably an exclusive to his kid. But as far as this close-up look goes, we could see more of the material used, and it appears that we have nubuck across the upper, all done in medium olive, and then on the ankle, we have a canvas stash pocket. Other than that, we got black across the midsole with cell mixed in, as well as accents of red throughout. On the heel of one, it'll feature Cactus Jack branding. Now, as far as the other heel, I'm not too sure of yet. We haven't got a clear look at that. But as for the release information, we don't have much as well. Originally expected to release during spring or summer 2019. This is looking more like a summer release, but additional information and images should be available soon. So pretty much, I guess all we can take away from this is, if you're a fan of the shoe, of course, you can appreciate the new look and we can see the material used a little bit better. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on sneakerfiles.com and then we take it to YouTube. Like always, appreciate you guys for watching this. And it is Easter weekend, so hope everyone has fun enjoying it with their family. And I'll make sure to be back Monday with a new video. Now, if you haven't done so, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to sneakerfiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.